Well, guys, I hate to tell you. What's wrong, baby? He still loves me, even though I wouldn't share my food with her. Anyway, guys, I'm here to tell you today that the unfortunate news. I mean, it started when they shut down their entire games division. The division that was going to make them AAA, awesome, amazing games, and even smaller games. You know, small games, big games. They shut that division down, and people thought, you know, oh, it's going to be a platform for only third-party games, and it's going to be incredible. Okay, any company that thinks that a platform for just third-party games is a good thing is a fucking idiot company. They're terrible. That's what Steam does, and I hate it. I absolutely hate it. You need content in order to win. You need your own content and third-party content in order to win. And Stadia just was failing. They're trying to take their money and run, is what they're trying to do. Anyway. So, Stadia is a failure, people. It's a failure. Now be aware, I'm one of those people who, when they release a game that I like, okay, I like, for example, Doom Eternal. I don't own Doom Eternal on anything else but Stadia. I don't own, I bought Assassin's Creed Valhalla first on Stadia. I bought Odyssey on Stadia. I bought Resident Evil Village first on Stadia. Or, no, did I buy it first on Stadia? I played it first on Stadia. I think I bought it for the PS5 or something like that before then. But I bought a lot of Stadia games. A lot of them. And, well, they're not getting a lot of games. How? And they just released Stadia for the Chromecast with Google TV, right? They just released it for Chromecast with Google TV, so you can now play Stadia on Android TV or Google TV or what have you. Why are they not spending all their billions of dollars to get more games? You know, that's why I like Epic Game Store, because they actually spend their money to get high quality games onto their platform. And Epic Games is a success. Believe it or not. It's a success in the fact that it's caused developers to release their games on both storefronts, on multiple storefronts, whereas before they would just release on Steam. I mean, a lot of companies did only release on Steam for quite a bit. So yeah, you gotta understand, this is ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous what Stadia is expecting. They're expecting you to adopt their service when they don't have the content or the features to want you to adopt it. You know, I have a Stadia account. I'm happy when I get a new Stadia game. But the fact of the matter is that it's just not the same. It's not the same as, for example, the Epic Game Store, for example, Steam, for example, anything else. Xbox, PlayStation. Even the Steam Deck will probably be more of a success than Stadia will be. And that's the truth. And I've mocked Stadia, or not Stadia, the Steam Deck. I've told you that I don't think it's going to be nearly successful. I mean, it could be successful, but I don't think it's going to be as great as people think it's going to be. But I will say this. It's going to be far more successful than Stadia. It's going to be far more successful than Stadia. Because they have the content. Because they have the games, the software. What does Stadia have? Nothing. I mean, even now, Bethesda is losing games. They bought studios, or they conceived studios, right? They conceived some studios. They bought a studio, and then they shut down all those studios, and that sucks. And you know what Epic's doing? Epic is publishing games now. They're going to be publishing games exclusively on the Epic Game Store. They're going to be releasing their own games on the Epic Game Store, and it's going to be good. It's going to be really good. You're going to get a lot of games. Valve is not releasing any games, and despite the fact that their platform is successful, I think their platform is successful because all the games are on Steam. That's why I think it is successful. Because it's available on, all of them are on Steam. Not every game is on Epic, but that's changing, you know. Recently, Epic released a lot of Bethesda games. Or Bethesda released a lot of Bethesda games on Epic Game Store. So, like Dishonored, the Wolfenstein games, or at least two of them, two of the recent ones, Prey, and from what I understand, from what I'm looking, I can look up Quake, and apparently Quake is coming to the Epic Game Store. Yeah, there's a page for Quake. There's a page for the re-release of Quake. So Quake is coming to the Epic Game Store. That's pretty cool. Pretty cool. What does Stadia have? I mean, they just lost, you know, Bethesda because Microsoft acquired Bethesda, if you don't know. So they're not going to be releasing any games on Stadia for the foreseeable future, most likely. I mean, Stadia is a good service. Okay, Stadia is a good service, but they don't have the content. Like I said, they don't have the content. They don't have the features that other storefronts have and other services have, and that's why they're failing. I mean, they made so many promises that this was going to be the greatest thing ever, that you were going to get AAA games, or even just games in general, directly from Stadia that could only be done on Stadia, and they fucked that up. They fucked that up so much. Okay? And they promised they were going to support the developers. They're not supporting the developers. They're not. So, yeah. It sucks what they're doing. Hopefully in the future, you know, I mean, what I think they should do is they should not only sell games on Stadia, but have a subscription service, so that at least they're, and I'm not talking about Stadia Pro. Don't even get me started on Stadia Pro. Maybe like a Stadia Pro Plus, you know, where you get to play any game in the Stadia library immediately on through streaming. That would be cool. That would be cool, but yeah, that's probably not gonna happen. Yeah, that's what I have to say. Stadia is a failure. To anyone who says, and no, it's not. Come on, bro. Are you serious? Come on, bro. Are you serious? Are you serious? Okay.